What's going on, guys? allthingsphilly93 come back at you with another video, and today I'm going to do a Q&A video. About a week ago I posted something on Twitter saying if you guys got any questions or anything like that, go ahead and shoot them my way and I'll make a short video about it. So let's go ahead and jump right into the questions. Alright, the first question comes from Austin Norton 23 on Twitter. He says, where in Western Philly are you from again? And there's really no one specific place because I lived all over like the western side of Philadelphia and even outside Philadelphia. I lived as far out as Reading, Birdsboro area, and I lived in Westchester, Chester, actually within Philadelphia, and then I even lived in South Jersey for a little bit, so I'm all over both sides of Philadelphia, really. Alright, and the next question is from Twitter again, and it's from @SODMG_NJF. I don't know if that's supposed to spell out anything, so I'm just going to read the letters, but it's my buddy Nick. He says, favorite shoe model, not Jordan. And if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you should know that the Reebok question is by far my favorite silhouette out of any brand or anything like that. So, alright, and next question is from Eric Higgins on Twitter. It's @Higgs_55. He says, if Nike or any other company gave you an opportunity to create a shoe, which silhouette would you customize? I think you just not create a shoe. I think he means which shoe would I like customize if I picked this silhouette. I would probably want to go with something basic so I could do whatever I want with it in terms of design. So I probably would go with either like a New Balance 15 or 1600, or maybe like a Nike SB Dunk High, something like that that's got a basic smooth kind of surface that you can do a lot with. And the next question comes from @UneducatedSwine on Twitter. He says, first pair of kicks that got you into shoes. First thing that I can remember, again, probably goes back to the Reebok question. I remember watching Iverson on TV growing up. I remember seeing him wear those. Also, when I grew up like towards the end of the Jordan era, so I remember him playing with the Wizards in like the late 20 models. Like I remember people in my school, like middle school, some of the kids had like the 23s and 21s, and those, I always thought that those were really sick. Those are some of the shoes that caught my eye back in the day. Alright, and next question again comes from Twitter, and it comes from @CamK4. I think I'm saying that right. He says, which school do you hate the most in the Big Five? Definitely St. Joe's, man. I can't stand St. Joe's. Like some of the other ones I'll root for, like if they're not playing Villanova. Like sometimes I'll find myself rooting for Temple or like LaSalle. Sometimes it depends on the situation, but I never root for St. Joe's. We hate St. Joe's in this household. Next question comes from @DeliFreshThreads on Twitter, and he says, are you a Braves fan or a Phillies fan? Is technically neither, but I am a Phillies fan, but my favorite baseball team is the Boston Red Sox. But it's weird because like I'm from Philly, my favorite team is the Boston Red Sox, and I live in Braves country, so it's, you know, it's all over the place. This question again comes from Twitter. It's from @MikeBrez21, and he says, top 5 favorite Flyers of all time. And that's a tough one, man. That's taking me a long time to think. I'll just try to spit out 5 that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, Kirk Lindros is definitely on there. Probably put Ron Hextall on there. Probably have to put Bobby Clark on there, even though I never really got to see him play. And throw Claude Giroux on there. I'll go Peter Forsberg. I'll throw Peter Forsberg in there. And next question is from Twitter again, and it says, or it's from @HereForKicks, and he says, how old were you when you got your first shoe that you absolutely loved and cleaned every night? I mean, to be honest, like I don't really clean my shoes like if I wear them a few times, like that's cool. Like the bottoms are naturally gonna get dirty. I don't really freak out and scrub them down or with any shoe. Even like I have shoes that are my favorites, but even then, like when I wear them, I don't like come home and scrub them to death. So I guess I really probably can't really answer that question for you because I don't really have any shoes that I clean like that. Hello? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm recording right now, bro. I'm in the middle of making a video. Bro, you're gonna be in my video now. I don't know, bro. I'm like halfway through making the video, bro. Let me get back to doing what I was doing, bro. This question comes from Twitter, and it's from Austin Norton 23 again, and he says, why are you so nervous when we have Giroux? And I think when I originally posted the question, the Flyers were getting ready to play Game 1. I was posting like I was really nervous about the game on Twitter, which is true. I get really nervous before the games and I start like pacing and sweating and stuff like that, and that's it's not that I don't have confidence in my teams, because I do. It's just, I don't know, I'm just like one of those super sports fans that like the outcome of the game decides my mood for the next 24 hours. Question from Twitter again is from @EasyDevs, I believe, and he says, do you think Donovan McNabb will be a Hall of Famer? Why or why not? McNabb a Hall of Famer? I don't know. If he like retired right after, like if he didn't do anything after leaving Philadelphia, I probably would say yes. But I think like his whole, like the Redskins situation and all that, everything post Eagles has kind of like damaged his rep a little bit in terms of Hall of Fame status. So I probably will have to say no, but he's probably a borderline Hall of Famer. The next question is from @HypeBeastGaming. He says, what was the shoe that got you into the sneaker game? And I couldn't really pick a specific shoe, but I think I touched on this earlier in the video. Like back in middle school, when I was starting to like notice shoes and things, I remember seeing kids. One that I really distinctly remember is the Italian suede, the all red Jordan 21s. There was a couple kids that had them in middle school, and I thought those were like the coolest looking shoes. And next question is actually from the same guy @HypeBeastGaming on Twitter. He says, what is your favorite shoe collaboration? And that's tough because I've got so many. A lot of the recent collabs have been fantastic, but probably I'll just throw a few out there because I can't pick one, but like both of the Packer shoes Reebok questions are definitely up there. The SNS questions, the shoe about nothings, those are probably my favorite shoe in my collection. So if I needed one answer, it'd probably be that. Also a bunch of New Balances, the Ubiq 1600s, the Concepts 999 Seals, the Concepts C Notes. That could go on and on, man. There's been a ton of great collabs the last few years. All right, and next question comes from Young Sneakhead and from Instagram, and he says, what's your favorite pair in your collection? And right now, if I had to pick one pair, I'd probably go with the SNS Reebok question, shoe about nothing. And the next question comes from Instagram again. It's from Jay Cottrell. Around how many pairs of shoes do you have? Right around 200. And the next question is from Instagram, and it says, or it's from @Shant_Alashian. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It says, why don't you pick up foams anymore? Not hating, just curious. And I don't know, man. Ever since, I can't think of the last foam, probably like the Fighter Jets. I thought those were fire in terms of like the print on the upper, but since then they've just absolutely slaughtered foams in a bad way. Like they've just been going so downhill that even when a nice colorway does finally come out, like the Yeezy colorway, I thought that was dope, but I'm just like so turned off to the foamposite silhouette now in general, just because of all the trash colorways they put out over the past few months that I didn't even think about picking them up.
Hello, hip-hop, I am here, you dying, yeah, and I'm aware. A beast, so at your wake, I'll cry lion's tears. And that's no disrespect to the pioneers of Queen, who you trying to get something either wrong with you.